Welcome to the Classic Gaming Challenge. I am Randark, and this week we're talking about Gyruss. A special thanks to Shazir of the MechWarrior Minute for this week's segment. Gyruss' cabinet features a 4-way joystick and one button to shoot. You control a spaceship, and you move around the edge of the screen. In emulation, I would suggest some sort of joystick. A hat switch or D-pad will work, but it's much easier if you use a joystick that goes around the edges smoothly. Gyruss is a tube shooter, and tube shooters force a 3D perspective by having you shoot down a long tube. Imagine that. Another game of this genre is Tempest. In Gyruss, you fly a spaceship in a Galaga-type game. Enemies come flying in and shoot at you, while you must maneuver and shoot them down. There are several different types of enemies in this game. There are 3 different colored spaceships, blue, white, and orange, and each move in a different way. There are also satellites, asteroids, and laser generators. Satellites deploy after all the enemies have gathered in the tube. If you only have the basic gun when the satellites appear, the center satellite will appear orange, and if you shoot it, it will double your firepower. But be careful, as the normal satellites are pretty close to you, and they shoot, so you don't have much time to maneuver out of their way. Asteroids come from the center of the tube and fly out towards you very quickly. You just have to avoid them, which is a lot easier said than done. They never spawn directly in your path, but you are usually moving to either avoid fire or to kill an enemy, so they become quite dangerous. Laser generators fly out from the center as well, but they move at a little slower pace. They have 2 ends on them, and in between is the deadly laser. You can either avoid it completely, or you can shoot out one side of the generator to reduce the area they cover. The similarities to Galaga do not end with the enemies swooping towards the player. On Stage 3, you reach Neptune, and you get a bonus round because of it. Also like Galaga, you get an extra spaceship at 30,000 points. Every 4th level after that, you reach another planet, and you get another bonus round. This game was new to me when Shazir mentioned it, but it has quickly entered my list of favorites. When you combine 2 great games like Tempest and Galaga, it's hard not to come out with a hit, and Konami did the right thing here and didn't mess with stuff that worked. This week's challenge is to reach Uranus, the second bonus stage, 7 levels in 1 credit. And if that is too easy for you, try doing it in 1 life. And of course, you can find this on the Rarcast forums, where you can find every other game I've done so far. If you like this game, you'll love Tempest, and you'll love Galaga. And if you haven't played those 2 games, I feel sorry for your future, because your past has been horrible. But, if you're not insulted by that, and you'd like to know more about me or the games I represent, or catch me on the Late Night Steamer podcast, you can always drop me a line, randark@rarcast.com, or on Twitter, randark_CGC.